put the guns down. Let me start by saying that I like violent video games as much as the next person. I like, I like violence in just the general sense. And that's more so, I would say, because of my surroundings and my environment growing up. But I got a bit of a platform, and I'm deciding today to take a stand on violence. And I'm gonna tell you the straw that broke the camel's back. The straw that brought the camel's back, in addition to all of the people that I've lost over the past, couple years. A lot of that was due to drugs and not just necessarily violence per se. But I found out recently that I had a really great friend of mine that I lost to violence. Basically threw her life away over this shit, and I just want to use my platform for good to maybe change something. I might not be able to change the world, but just change something. She was 20 years old, 21 years old, and she threw away her whole life over this shit. You know, a lot of y'all don't know my friends because I don't ever post about my friends, so my friends' business and shit. But I try to check on my friend today, cause she was on my heart. She been on my heart heavy lately. Just check on her and shit, and I found out that it's not looking good for her. She's not dead, but in ways when you look at shit like this and people throwing their life away through violence, the amount of time that you doing in prison and all that shit is basically like you dying, you know? So just stop the violence. Stop the violence. That's really all I wanted to say. Is this shit just got me fucked up. This shit got me fucked up. She threw her whole life away. And I want to say free her, cause like I said, at one point in my life, this was like my best friend. We hadn't hung out as much over the past couple of years, but when you got a friendship with somebody, that shit don't really go nowhere, dog. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Trio charged in Las Vegas retaliation slaying, police say. Now, mind you, it's a lot of details on this shit. It's so much in this article to read that I don't even want to read the whole article, because it's a whole bunch of shit about other people and like kind of events that kind of spiraled into what it ended up happening. But it basically says a brother of a man who died in a gunfight near Sunset Park in August was one of the 3 people arrested last week in what police call a retaliated murder. Retaliatory murder. And basically one of them was shot in the head. The driver received injuries to his right eye. Another man in the car suffered a fractured femur. The other man in the back seat got a grazed wound on his thigh. And they got followed from a restaurant where they was partying at earlier. Basically got in a fight, led to that. So like I said, this is a really good friend of mine, but I just want to say stop the violence while I got the platform to be able to say that, because this shit is senseless, man. This shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, I really want to say free my friend, because, we like this. And the fact that I even found out as late as I did kind of fucked me up, made me even more mad, because I feel like I could have done something about it. A lot of times in these situations, I feel the way that I feel about this shit, because I know I could have done something one way or the other, whether I was there that night at the actual scene or not. I could have done something, and that something could have been simple. That something could have been something big, but just either way, knowing the person, knowing my friend, just still my friend. You know, I still claim her as my friend, but just knowing the circumstances and shit that led to it, I could have definitely done something about it. And that shit made me feel sad, dog. You look at the news and shit of everything that's going on right now. And it's like damn near half of the news is shootings. Like, you look at this shit, Uvalde classroom was unlocked while police waited for a key during massacre. You know, just all of this shit. How y'all feel about gun reform? They saying they about to take all the ARs away. They saying they about to come in and take all of the guns away from everybody. I don't hate that gesture, but it's one of them things where I don't feel like the gun violence is really gonna stop for real. The violence not gonna stop. People let their feelings run them. People act like they can't control their feelings on mine. This is just like in the situation it happened in Vegas, not too far from where I was at. This shit just destroys me on the inside because I know I was a few hours away. I could have got on the phone with Shorty. I could have talked her out of. I know I could have. You know when you got the friendship with certain people, you know you could have done something, but you just wasn't there. And shit fucked up. KQY say so they follow someone at the fight. So basically, y'all pull the article back up. Y'all can look into it yourself if y'all want, but basically, you know, there was a shooting where her ex-boyfriend shot at her in whatever argument they was in. He shot at her car, and then a couple months later he got shot at after starting a fight in a parking lot. A couple people shot at him. He shot at like 6 people. It was just a whole all-out shootout in the parking lot. But basically, her ex-boyfriend died in that situation. And after her ex-boyfriend died, it was just basically a kind of back and forth retaliation where, you know, the people on his side wanted to avenge his death, and the people on the other side wanted to avenge their death. And one thing led to another. They was at a party. Car got followed. My best friend was in the car, and her and one other person that she was with was there when allegedly shots rang out. 16 shots hit the vehicle. All 4 of the people in the car got hit. One of the gentlemen in the car got hit in the head twice. I would just say, with the little bit of a platform that I do have, just stop the violence, man. I don't know how y'all feel about the violence and shit, but in the massacre, that shit is so sad, dog. You know, as somebody that carries, it make me look at the whole shit wrong. Like, these people that lost their life over the gun violence definitely don't deserve it. But it also put people like myself that are legal carriers in awkward positions, because it's like, you know, I want to carry to protect myself, and I'm seeing all this shit that's happening to these other rappers and all of that. So it almost seemed like I should carry. You know, you would think that they would have some kind of system in place for artists, because artists, you know, being a rapper is one of the most dangerous things you can be in this world. Shout out to Boosie Badass, but like, you would think they have a system in place, but at the same time, you know, to be fair, a lot of artists, a lot of rappers, they put their stuff in the situation and shit. A lot of them put the situations in and shit. Matt Gallagher says, I swear friends are the new snakes. It's just fucked up out here right now. It's fucked up here right now. Okay, cool, Kim. I'm gonna check your message. Jessica I say extensive background checks are necessary to even apply for a carry license or permit. At this point, though, I don't really think it's so much about background checks, because people should be put on a level playing field. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people should be on a level playing field, and that's part of the issue. Is that we not on a level playing field? You know, it go one way for some people and it goes a whole nother way for other people. And I think until we get on a level playing field, it's just not gonna really end. And shit, just sad, dog. What else happening in the news? Let's check out the news today. Alright. Astronomers find weird spiral object rippling around Milky Way's heart using an ALMA telescope. Meta launches Avatar store where users can buy designer brands like Balenciaga, Prada. Hold on. I need to be on that. Hold up. You mean to tell me people on Meta, they can buy Balenciaga but they can't buy daddy robes? I gotta put my business hat on. Mark Zuckerberg announced on Friday that customers will be able to buy outfits from high-end fashion brands such as Balenciaga, Prada, and Thom Browne. Items will range from $2.99 to $8.99. The store also offers hundreds of free outfits as well. He joined Eva Chan, the vice president of fashion partnerships at Instagram, to discuss why avatars in the metaverse should reflect the users behind the screens. The billionaire CEO said the marketplace will allow creators to design and sell clothing. A huge part of how people express themselves is through what they wear. So, where the fuck do I sign up for this at? What do I sign up for this? This is fucking... I don't know how y'all feel about this. I got completely distracted reading this headline. This shit say a researcher's avatar was sexually assaulted. What are we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do about this? Excuse me. How do you stop an avatar from being sexual harassed? How is that even possible? Then you notice whenever they do this shit, they be having these stupid thumbnails of this dude. He over here like he looked like he at the fucking blackjack table, and he's sitting at the blackjack table with a 16, and it roll around in his turn. And bruh just sitting there like, terrible. So I'm gonna leave that tab open because I definitely need to get on that shit. That shit sound crazy. Bruh said, first off, stop worrying about the things going on in the world. You can't change any of that. You were put on this earth to live your own life and fulfill your own heart's desires. So basically, bruh's coming at me for being an empath. Look, I feel some type of way about the situation because, you know, my best friend threw her life away over this shit. And, shit just make me sad, bro. Shit just make me sad. Like, the reaction I had today to this shit was the same as I would have had if Shorty passed away. You know what I'm saying? If Shorty passed away, I would have had the same reaction. Because whenever you got somebody that's in locked up, not on one, not on two. Shorty got 3 murder charges. 4 murder charges. 1 hard murder charge, conspiracy to murder, and 3 attempted murders. Shit got me fucked up, dog, man. Like I know I'm gonna be able to talk to her again one day, but that shit just made me so sad, man. Like, it made me so sad. A jury has decided that Bill Cosby sexually assaulted Judy Hoof when she was 16. Now, I'm not even gonna click on this shit because I know how headlines are. But how y'all feel about Mr. Pudding Pop? Physicist says there's a small chance she'll wake up on Mars tomorrow due to quantum physics. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna wake up on Mars tomorrow. I need to pack a robe. What fucking robe I'm gonna wear on Mars? Shit. Come on, yo. This shit say theoretical scientist or physicist Michael whatchamacallit says he often gives his students a particular thought experiment to calculate the probability that they will wake up on Mars tomorrow due to the vagaries of the theory of multiple universes. As a reality, the physicist writes, is that when you do the calculation, you find that for you to wake up on Mars, you'd have to wait longer than the lifetime of the universe, but there's still a chance. Man, y'all clickbaiting, man. I thought I was about to have to design fucking daddy robe for the Mars, man. What's going on? Why we clickbaiting right now? Why we clickbaiting right now? Futurism? Come on, dog. Goldman Sachs says the risk of the U.S. falling into its recession within a year has doubled after the Fed's aggressive rate hike. Understand this. First and foremost, we are already in a recession. I don't give a fuck what you got to say about it. Coming from a small business owner that is also very loosely into the corporate world, that's into investing, into stacking assets, into buying houses and all that extra shit. We in a recession. I'm not saying it because of the gas. I'm not saying it because the housing prices right now are fucking astronomical. You gotta look at it from an overall standpoint. How much money do we got as a people? If you broke, make some noise in the chat. I know one thing. I'm broke as hell. I'm rich in mentality. They'll never be able to change that. You know, being rich in mentality is another thing. A lot of us may be rich in mentality. But I'm talking about liquid cash. How much liquid cash do you have? I'm broke as hell. What about you? Gotta be broke because bruh right here, he commented, he said, hook me up with something free. If we wasn't in a recession, you wouldn't want no free shit. That's how you know we in a recession. Brendan says, bro, I'm not coming at you. The world is fucked up, but we can't change that. We can't make people do things or act right. That shit hurt. I feel for you right now, but just know people make their own decisions and put themselves in situations others are caught in the wrong place. But life itself keeps pushing on. Yeah, life goes on. It's just I wish I had my friend, you know, still here in the free world, but you know, the part of me that wanna say like free her and shit is just like the same part of me that know that she chose to do what she chose to do. Like, you know, she was hard headed. Couldn't nobody tell her shit. And I work out. I hope things work out for her and her case favorably for her. I'm gonna have a conversation with her when I have a conversation with her. Now that I, you know, discovered and figured out about what happened, but shit crazy. Matt Gallagher says, I'm so upside down they call me Stranger Things in the street. Broke Colorado kid. Vegas says, I want nothing free but love your robes. The fuck? You just gotta last longer. The longer you last, the more you learn. Vegas Lord say, go back to the Cosby story. Why the hell was a 16-year-old at the Playboy Mansion? Beats me, brother. I couldn't tell you. I'd love to tell you, but I couldn't tell you. Because the thing about it, right? People are always so quick to point out things like, why was this person at the mansion? Why was this person around to be molested or have things done to them? But you gotta understand though, at the same time, right? At the same time, children don't make the best decisions. Teenagers don't make the best decisions. The people that are implicated in these situations don't have the best judgment. You know, I've been to shows and I had girls touching on me, you know, sexually harassing me. I've been up on stage and all this shit, but ultimately, you know, it's on me to ID the hoe. You know, it's on me to ID or figure out if I'm making a move that's in my best interest, right? People around you ain't gonna think about your best interest. They not gonna move in your best interest. You got to do that for yourself. So while I think that, you know, a 16-year-old being at the mansion was kind of crazy, it's like anything is possible. You know, it ain't no telling. Just like you could blame the 16-year-old for being at the mansion, you could blame the man standing at the door that's supposed to be checking IDs. Who let her in? Who invited her? How did she get the address? It's just so many more factors that go into it. You feel me? Angel says, "What's good? What's good, Angel? How you doing?" Vegas Lord says it was 1975. Probably because it was the 70s and nobody gave a fuck. That's also a factor. You know, I damn near forgot about how long ago that shit was. Rest in peace, the legendary Hugh Hefner and shit. Situations like that make me wonder why Mr. Hefner isn't implicated in more crimes as it pertains to girls being underage and shit. Because it was his house, you know. How much blame can you really put on a visitor when you got somebody that's running the whole establishment? Granted, I know it's more people behind it than Hefner, but it's just like, it's just so many more factors and variables that go into the situation. Matt says having a job is the only thing that keeps me alive sometimes. I feel that having a brand is sometimes the only thing that keep me alive too, homie. If I didn't have my business to run and keep my mind off of shit all the time, like, I really feel like there's no telling where I would be, type shit. He says your nobody besides a great goodwill. Giving away clothes. Scammer and loser. We gonna continue having a serious conversation. That's what it's about right now. And Facebook, make some noise right now. Where y'all checking in from? I think my shit fucking up, to be honest with you. My shit definitely fucking up. But it's all good. We still here. We still here. We still live. Angel says, are you streaming every day? Yes, we got ATL in the building. Brennan says y'all gotta speak more positively about y'allselves. That's a fact. Let's get some fire sales going. What that mean? It feel good that you pretend you happy sometimes. That's true though. We just talking. Five-year-old boy died after being left in a car for hours while his mother prepared for a birthday party. That's why you need Teslas. Okay. First, thank you, Angel, for becoming a member. I think I speak for all Tesla owners. They got a dog mode and they got a child mode. It's hot as fuck. Be a responsible fucking parent, right? There is no excuse. You have no excuse to leave your children outside to die in the car. If you know you don't have a car that has automatic features in place to protect your loved ones and your kids and shit, gotta step it up. And unfortunately, I gotta get on here. I gotta get on here and do my thing. Had to ban somebody right now because they insist on being a troll and shit. But we back to it. Relationships are best between people of similar desirability, study finds. I agree with this shit. And I agree with it mainly because anytime I try to date a girl or somebody that doesn't think like I think, want the things I want, that shit don't be working out, dog. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, them wanting similar shit that you want is like make it or break for me. Like, some people, they gotta have somebody with a fat ass. Some people, they gotta have somebody that cooks, cleans, do all that shit. But at the end of the day, for me, I gotta have somebody that wants something, really. She gotta want something. She gotta want for something, like, and she gotta want it bad. She gotta be really willing to get out there and chase it. Brennan says, shit, let me see the wrist. That daddy bracelet shining. You know it. We been working hard out here. Hold up. Jack boys watching. Haters watching too. They gonna keep hating. They gonna keep hating. Would y'all fuck with me if I was on TikTok? I need this type of shit on TikTok to go viral. Cause these motherfucking little people on TikTok, when I say little people, I'm just talking about cause they younger than me. You know, the majority of creators, content creators on TikTok younger than me. I'm an OG to these niggas. They trying to get to 1 billion lifetime views. I was at 1 billion lifetime viewers. I ain't even 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the way to motherfucking multi-millions. I ain't 30 years old. That's the type of shit that I'm on. But yeah, man, this for homie that asked to see the bracelet and shit. We been working hard out here. We been working so hard that them motherfucking diamonds is busting. You heard me? We been working so hard, them motherfucking diamonds is busting. You heard me? You did. The brand says, Harvey, how do you go about making a clothing line? Well, first thing, you gotta know what you want to sell. Second thing, you gotta figure out how to make it. Then you gotta figure out how to sell it. Then you gotta figure out how to outdo all the competition of the people that are selling comparable things to you. Birds on here spamming again. They said, don't trust Harvey J. He will take your money. Bro, what's your order number? You want to sit up here? You want to sit up here and act like you ordered something from me, bro? What's your order number, man? We pull this shit up right now, man. No problem. No problem, brother. What's your order number? What you waiting on? What robe you waiting on? I will call my head manager right now at the store and make sure you get your robe sent out immediately. People lie pretty bad. That's why I'm calling out, bro. Before I ban you to oblivion, right? You want to make a case on my live while I'm over here trying to have a heartfelt moment with people trying to tell them to put down the guns and shit. What's your order number, brother? What are you waiting on? You saying don't trust me, but what are you waiting on? You act like you ordered a robe. You waiting on a robe to come to you. What is your order number? What is your order number? What are you waiting on? He about to just post a random ass number, like the number not even gonna be a real number for fucking daddy robes. Like people that ordered on daddy robes, we know what the order numbers look like, bruh. That's what I'm saying, bro. He on here just trying to get some attention, man. Y'all pray for the man. Y'all pray for the boy. Hope he get him some coochie one day, man. He sound like he need it. He ain't getting to me. I'm just like, there are legitimate customers of daddy robes that have legitimate concerns, and sometimes I don't check my emails as fast as I could. I don't check my DMs as fast as I could. I'm like notoriously hard to get around, getting up with sometimes, and I acknowledge that. So if somebody want to come on my live and try to like get my attention about an order or some shit, they might be missing a sleep mask or something in they order, go ahead, shit. The floor is open. What's your order number? I'll pull your order up right now. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to the motherfucking news. My Facebook is fucked up, by the way. If y'all tuned in on my Facebook, shout out to y'all. Y'all real ones. My Facebook is not posting that I'm live, so pretty much the only people that's gonna be on my Facebook right now are the people that was on my page anyway today. Alright, let's see. Human artificial intelligence could communicate with alien AI. This is where people just take shit too far, right? My whole thing about the alien situation, how the fuck are we gonna say that there is aliens, right? How the fuck are we gonna insist that we know some shit that they don't know, or that the next man don't know, the next country don't know? We don't know what's at the bottom of our own fucking ocean. If you ask me, the aliens could be in Antarctica. The aliens could be at the bottom of the sea. We don't fucking know. This shit just blows my mind how badly people like this man right here, shout out to him for hooking me up with the damn Tesla Model X, but people like this man right here are so ambitious to go to the stars and go to space. And don't get me wrong, I would take a space trip in a heartbeat if I could. I can't afford a space trip. I can afford a motherfucking Model X, but I can't afford a ticket to motherfucking space. I can't do that. I'm not at that level yet. Speaking from somebody that's working to get to that level, why the fuck is we so concerned with what's up when we don't know what's down? That's all I'm saying. If you want to find aliens, you should probably start by getting all the knowledge you can on what's on this earth. Because they could see a fucking fish from the bottom of the sea and that motherfucker might look like an alien. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Elon Musk clarifies Tesla will lay off 3.5% of total workforce as ex-employees sue company. Honestly, laying off 3% of your workers is not a lot. It's not a lot. It's people doing way more than that. What's his face? Y'all drop it in the comments if y'all remember. What's his face? He laid off like, I want to say like a third of his workforce over Zoom, or either he cut 300 people over Zoom? Shit's wild. Only 3.5%. They stock go down more than that in a day. I ain't taking a man's side. I'm just saying we gotta think about shit and put shit into real perspective. Like, people get to this point and they get to the point where they feel like motherfuckers be superheroes. He's not a superhero, he's still a human being. And for the people that's spamming my chat, man, like y'all forever spamming some just bullshit. Y'all could just ask me, like, you could literally just ask. You ain't gotta spam bullshit. And it be people that don't even know the people involved. Like, you don't even know her. You don't have no information on the situation at all. For the people that do care, Doe she didn't do Zans. She didn't do Zans. If anything, I got the most respect for her because at a time when our relationship was real young and I had a bag of Zans, I had some Zans I was fucking with, she flushed that shit down the toilet. She got rid of it. You know, we almost fell out about that shit. You know, I ain't never take a Xan again after that. That was 2017, right? I'm speaking on some shit 5 years ago. You know, so yeah, man. All the haters on YouTube, y'all, I'ma just ban you, but you could just ask. Like, y'all really ain't got to spam bullshit on my post, bro. Like, this live really about stopping the violence and being positive, and y'all up here talking about some bullshit. Anyway, gonna have to ban another motherfucker, man. People that don't even know Shorty. Angel said, what are you streaming on? What are your stream links? Okay, right now I'm streaming on Facebook, streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on YouTube, soon to be TikTok. I'm waiting on my stream key. I'm waiting for them to approve me and shit. But yeah, I done lost a lot of people. I done lost both of my roommates. At the Henny house, I had 2 people that lived with me at the same time. You know, the 3 people that was in the Henny house, I done lost the other 2. You know, to the same shit. So rest in peace to them. And rest in peace to the gentleman that lost his life in the gun violence that ensued from the shit that happened with my best friend Bree. Booty Plug said, everyone that fucks with him, be careful, he a scammer. And see, that's the crazy shit. When you working hard, you trying to make something out of nothing. Like, people always are so quick to throw the shit around the word. Like, oh, he did it. He made it happen. He got to be scamming. He got to be fooling people. He got to be tricking people. The thing is if I was guilty of any of the shit that y'all are saying, bro, I'd be in jail. You know what I'm saying? I just got off probation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got no legal issues whatsoever. Police ain't looking for me. Police kicked in the door at the Scuff House. They weren't looking for me. They let me know I had warrants, but they weren't looking for me. So it's just like, all this shit just be taught. I'm really showing folks how to get money. I'm into that. I'll show y'all how to get money for sure. Ask me questions about how to get money. I'll show you. Alex PNG said, how did your store get robbed? So my store didn't get robbed because I got everything that I got, like, that was taken from me. I got it back. Only thing I ain't get back, motherfucker drunk up my whole bottle, made a mess in my store, slept on the bed, fuck up the sheets, all type of shit, shaved his head in the bathroom, You know, just dope ass shit. Motherfucker had to be off the Fendi. But I got my road back. All the shit he left with that was ours, I got it back. Shout out to the LAPD. They made sure the nigga was straight. And people call me a clout chaser, but I decline to do any type of news media, news company hit me up about that shit. We ain't talking about it, man. You know, and I try to make light of a bad situation, and people say I might be like fabricating shit. Like I go through some shit like that, and I'll make light of a situation just to feel better about it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like as a defense mechanism. Motherfuckers on my posts talking about, you know, they just talking crazy. Like I didn't set the whole shit up, hire 6 LAPD officers to run in the shit. It's just crazy when you really think about it. Like shit just crazy. Orion says, man, I can't tell you how many people have gotten mad and said I sell fake Versace. Shit is so funny. They have literally no idea what they talking about either. Yeah, people just be talking out the side of their ass. Mike said, if you had $0 in your pocket, how would you make money? So the thing is, I'm gonna spit some real game for y'all. Even if you don't have money, you have assets, right? What that could mean is you might have $0, but you got a car with a half a tank of gas in it. So if you ask me what I would do to make $100, you could turn that half a tank of gas into $120 on motherfucking Instacart, because you got an asset. You gotta weigh out and leverage your assets to get off the ground, and then it's just a constant game. Life and finances is just a constant game to continue elevating your assets and the resources that you got at your disposal. Now, it's people that's watching this video that might not have a car, that might not have no money. And the first thing you might say to me is, well, how the fuck I'm gonna do Instacart if I don't have no car? How I'm gonna make money on Uber if I don't got money for gas? So like, let's say hypothetically you don't have a car, you don't have gas, you have basically close to zero resources. So this is what I did when I had no money. When I had no money, I had one asset to my disposal still, because I was a passionate struggling artist, and that was my computer. I had a Mac with a microphone and shit. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was like a little cheap $100 microphone. But what I used to do is, when I was in LA, I was sleeping on the couches. I was recording my friends' music, and I was doing it for like $50, a place to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Place to lay my head. I'd be laying on folks' dirty ass couch. They dog shitting and pissing all over the couch. That's why I gotta lay my head every night. But at the end of the day, the asset for me was the knowledge and the skill set I had for recording music, because I used to record my own music and shit. I still do, you know. But in that situation, I literally had $0. So it got to the point where it was like, I gotta make money somehow, so I'm gonna provide a service to people. And in the case of a lot of people, like, you might know how to do hair, you know, you might know how to do nails, you might know how to provide some type of service. And at the end of the day, when you don't have money, you can always fall back on that. You know, it's people that are good with tools and shit. You know, you could be a handyman. All you need really is a wrench and a bag of tools, and it's like, if you a hustler, you gonna figure out how to get the bag of fucking tools. That's all I'm saying. You gonna have the bag of tools from the last job you worked or the last gig you had, and you just gotta put it to work, make it work for you, and get to flipping. Once you get to a certain certain point in your finances, you can get to flip. And for me, I had just enough money to do my clothing line. I had them making robes for me. I got with clothing designers, and it took me several attempts. It didn't go right the first time. My first time trying to do daddy robes was like 2016. I got prototypes from 2016 trying to do daddy robes, and basically folks was scamming me. They was taking my money. They didn't really take it seriously or think I was serious, so they was really just kind of giving me the okie doke. And it wasn't really until 2020 I found a group of people that kind of took me semi seriously. You know, I brought them my ideas. I told them what my ideas were, what I wanted to do. what fabrics I wanted to use. Of course, I went and I bought the fabrics and shit. I helped make the pattern and all of that. And what it really came down to was it was just like I was paying them to make robes for me. And when I say make robes for me, I mean sew. Like literally, the one part I don't know how to do that well. Get on the machine and sew it together. Here's a material. Here's how I want it to fit. Hold on, I'm coming to the fitting. The arm's too short. Let's make the arms longer. Let's make the arms baggier. Now let's put a tag on the back. Let's put a pocket right here. All of that stuff is my 100% creative design. But ultimately, once I had enough money to get robes made for me, at first I was just selling one-offs. Like I would have 11 robes and I get one made and then I sell it and then I'll get another one made and I'll sell it. So it wasn't like I came out with just a huge budget. I didn't even have, I seen somebody commented on here, they was like, what would you do, or how would you invest $10,000? I didn't have $10,000 when I started Daddy Rose, to be honest, you know. But I did have resources. I had my mind. I had my van, which I had spent more than $10,000 on fixing up for sure. So in a way, I could have used that towards my business, but for me, the van was an essential part of my business. So I wanted to have the van together, and I wanted to be able to live in my van rent free and shit. Before I kind of got up and tried too hard with the shit. And somebody in the YouTube, of course, they hating on me. Bruh's on here saying, he said, so you got little children working. No, to be honest, the people that make my robes are like over double my age. To be completely honest, like one of my tailors is 60. You know what I mean? The other tailor like late 50s. I got another tailor that's like early 50s. To be honest, everybody that sew my robes together is over 50 years old. To be honest, they are OGs. They've been doing this shit 20 to 30 years is how much time they have put into sewing before they ever made their first daddy robe. And that is literally the epitome of why they're so great. It's because they have all of this talent and they have the experience that younger people wouldn't have. And hold on one second. My shorty just hit me up and asked to buy a video game with my money. So of course I want to know what game she's trying to buy. Let me go ahead and block this fool, man. I don't know why they target me. This man is doing better than all of your idols. Anybody that you watch on here that you could say more relevant or doing better than me or CX this, CX that. It's a reason why my net worth is higher than everybody in that whole camps combined. And granted, a lot of them are scammers. I seen somebody ask me if I lost money on CX coin. I did not lose money on CX coin. I didn't know shit about it. I wasn't in it. I invest into real cryptocurrencies, and honestly, I can say the only reason that I avoided losing money on this round of cryptocurrency is because I spent all my money on assets already. By the time crypto crashed, I had already bought a house. You know, I'm in my dream house right now. I'm in my fucking closet right now. There's people in the comments talking about, oh, he green screen. Ain't green screen. Nothing is green screen. This is my real life. And my real cars in the driveway. Somebody said you got a PS5. I got 2 of them. You know what I mean? Like, rest in peace, Doe. She was the first one to get one. I bought her a fucking PS5. I lost my shorty. I had to take it back. Had to get it out the mud. And it's like, you know, that's why my demeanor and why I treat this shit the way that I treat it is the way it is, because I know it could all be taken away. You know, I know I could lose all this shit. That's why I paid my taxes this year. You know, that's why I gave the IRS that 50,000, because it was like, you know, you could lose this shit all over, start all over again, and you know, God forbid if that ended up being the case, I know I make it all back 10 times. You know what I mean? You can't really stop a hustler at the end of the day. And it's really a difference between a hustler and a scammer, because a hustler's ready and willing to go out there and get this shit. A scammer gonna try to figure out any way to trick people out of it. And at the end of the day, you know, ain't nobody got no gun held up to y'all head forcing y'all to buy robes. I currently have the largest collection of daddy robes in the whole world, as I should. Me being the most comfortable man on planet Earth, it's only right. But I'm really blessed to be able to share my passion with y'all, and to be able to share my expressive creativity through robes and shit. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I'm surrounded by them right now. It's because these are really just my passion, and even though they might not have been my claim to fame, this is really how I want to go out. I want to be known and remembered as one of the people that changed the world one robe at a time. You know, some people respect that, some people might not. Rob Scribe says, where is Ice? I don't know where they'll do that. Santastic said, still in Georgia. No, I'm in California. The new Versace. Hey, I'm stepping on the competition, you heard me. He said, I'm proud of anyone you succeed in this life. You work hard for what you get. Brendan said, let me DJ. Listen, if you in LA and you want to DJ, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. We can do it. Let's get back to the news, y'all. Target CEO says Biden's gas tax holiday will only fuel the demand without fixing any of the supply problems. Honestly, I think I couldn't have picked a better time to get a fucking Tesla, but I'm going to keep it hot. I'm going to keep it hot. I'm going to keep it hot. One of the most bullshit features on this motherfucking car, I got the Model X, right? Model X was the top tier. That's the most expensive motherfucking car they sell. You know what I mean? Top of the line. And granted, I like the motherfucking car. I got the car. I bought it pre-owned. My car had like 20,000 miles on it when I bought it. You know, a couple runs down the road and shit. But I went to charge the motherfucking car, and the shit didn't charge me no money. Now, mind you, I thought that was dope, cause I'm like, shit, I done spent 6 figures on a car. I got free charging. That was one of the things they advertised in the car. I'd be damned if I didn't add the car to my Tesla account, which basically like took ownership of the car. I took ownership of the car in their back end system, and y'all know this shit charging me to charge now, and it ain't even that they charging me to charge. It's like $40, $50 to charge a car. And I remember back in the day and shit, like a few years ago, you could charge a Tesla for like $20 at a supercharger. So basically what's happening, you seeing gas is up here, right? Gas is at all-time highs. Electric used to be down here. And they sold it to us. They sold us a dream that electricity, having your car run off electric energy, is going to be cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper than gas. So gas prices is up. Electric prices is up. Eventually gas is dropping. Electrical prices going to still go up. What I'm seeing is that at a certain point, the motherfuckers just going to meet in the middle. So that's all I'm saying. I got a Tesla to kind of save money from this gas and shit economy, the way the shit going. Because I was spending $120 every time I had to fill up my Bentley. But now it's like $140. I don't even drive the motherfucker no more. It's just sitting in my garage. But all that go to say, the electric shit is cheaper. Not up front, but it is cheaper overall. But it ain't no telling until the electricity costs more than the gas. What the fuck we gonna do when gas go back to $2? If gas went back to $2 right now, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that gas will probably be cheaper than electricity for the way this shit looking right now. Granted, will it go back to $2? Will it go back to $2.50? Who knows? I'm just spitting shit. We kicking shit on the live. Shout out to everybody that's just now joining in. That's just my 2 cents on it. That's how I feel about it. The shit gonna end up being the same either way you look at it. They love money. California first-time home buyers could get help with down payment under proposed program. I seen this shit. And I was like, where the fuck was this program when I bought my shit? I wish they would have gave me a free 17% on my fucking house when I bought it. Shit. They said how much was the house? Let's just say the house was closer to $1 million than it was to $0. NBA reacts to the Michael Jordan news. What's the Michael Jordan news? Zuckerberg shows off VR headsets designed to be indistinguishable from reality. This guy is really pushing this shit. Granted, I'm live on his platform right now, so I can't really talk shit. But this guy is really pushing shit. Zuck kind of remind me of me right now when I drop Daddy Robes. When I dropped Daddy Robes, nobody really understood it. Everybody had something to say. Where's the cooking videos? Where's this? Where's that? But I just stuck to it. I didn't really get no fucks. And I just pushed what I knew I felt like was right. That's what this man reminds me of right now. I'm not saying that I'm hella into VR because I'm not. Do I think that it's going to take off? Maybe one day, but I got to give credit where credit is due. This man is over here working. He ready to throw his whole brain away for y'all to put on these motherfucking headsets. So we might have to look into it. Here's what billionaires are saying about the next recession. Oh, fucking brother. The world's richest person in an interview on Tuesday said a recession is inevitable at some point and will more than likely not happen in the near term. I agree. Basically, it's like it is what it is. We don't have an economy without a recession. It is what it is. That's basically what he's saying. Fantastic say how long do it take to charge? This some more shit I didn't really know. But unless you have a supercharger built in at your crib that's using 220 volt electricity, if you just plug it into the wall like with the charger they give you, it takes 4 days to charge your car. 4 days straight. Like, don't drive nowhere, plug it in, leave it for 4 days. That's how long it takes to charge your fucking car. And I'm not exaggerating. I don't know my financial EQ, Forbes. Thank you. Bill Gates. The Microsoft co-founder shared with a similar sentiment in an interview with Fareed Zakaria next month, where he said he agreed with the bears that the world is heading towards an economic slowdown in the near future amid the fallout. All the billionaires saying it is what it is. We got billions. JP Morgan CEO warned of an economic hurricane fueled by the conflict in Ukraine and high inflation and said his bank is prepared for bad outcomes. They trying to get rid of cash altogether. We know that. I don't know what bad outcomes is to them. But basically we broke. That's all that shit mean. We about to be broke as hell. Ken Griffin, the founder and CEO of Citadel, said in May that the level of inflation remained around 8.5. Like it is currently, the Fed will need to hit the brakes pretty hard, pushing the economy into the recession. So, to keep it hot, I thought we was in a recession when the motherfucking COVID pandemic started. Truthfully. To me that felt like a recession because it felt like the world was going to end. But honestly, if you think about it, we had more money then than we've had now. You think about the shit, they was giving away money for free. And in the whole history of America, that's pretty much unheard of. Granted, I miss the free money. I remember I was at Best Buy looking for a TV when my stimmy check hit. And I was like being cheap. I was looking at the TV like, damn, I want to get a new TV, but this shit $600. The other one over there $400. Bling! You just got a direct deposit of $600. Shit, give me the motherfucking LG. Give me the LG OLED. That'll be $1,500. Sweet. I ain't get no fucks when I got the free money. Fantastic said I get the i8 before the Tesla. You know, the i8 was my fucking dream car. I'm not even gonna hold you. The i8 was definitely one of my dream cars. But for the people that don't know what he's talking about one of these. Now, at the beginning of the pandemic, I was actually looking at buying a fucking i8, right? An i8 at the beginning of the pandemic was like $50,000, which was the lowest car ever been. You could dead ass find an i8 for $50,000. And there wasn't just one. It was a few listings for that much. So I don't know why I clicked on the shopping section. Y'all forgive me. He said he'd rather have this than a Tesla. And I'm going to tell you why it's not my dream car no more. Because, and it's pretty simple. One, I got a fucking van that I love to stand up in. I love having a bed in my shit. Basically, I'm kind of over small vehicles. This car is small. The back seats is basically non-existent. But beyond that, it was really my dream car because of the doors. One, my brother X got gunned down in his BMW i8, which kind of turned me off of the car because I'm like, damn, bro, that was like one of my only inspirations, and to have known him and to met him is like crazy. Like, shit kind of turned me off from the car. What also turned me off from the car is that this shit is a 2014 and these niggas want 80 bands. That is terrible. They want 80 bands for an 8-year-old car. Anyway, what turned me off from this car is it's just a small car and it still run on gas, right? Like, the car, it kind of make you think about it. Like, hybrid is kind of pointless because even though it get good gas, it still run on gas. And to me, I would rather have one or the other. I'd rather have a fucking V8, V12, Ferrari that burn gas like no other, or just have an electric car. You know, this whole like in-between shit, it take a little bit of electricity, it take a little bit of gas. I'm just not a fan of the hybrid shit because it's like one part breakdown, you fucked up. Your electric engine breakdown, all you got is your gas engine, you fucked up. Your gas engine breakdown, all you got is the electric engine, you got like 15 miles of range. This car's battery, literally, you can drive 15 fucking miles on electricity. And it's not even fast. This shit like, I got a fucking Tesla SUV, and my Tesla SUV is faster than this motherfucking time. I'm gonna put a 2014 because that's just what we was looking at. Okay, so that shit, basically about 4 seconds. BMW goes 0 to 60 in about 4 fucking seconds. Alright. 0 to 60. Granted, this if you got the plaid. I don't have the plaid. I think the regular version is like 4 fucking seconds. Which is still crazy as fuck. It's an SUV. This shit confusing as hell. So basically, you get the P100D. You smoking them fucking, you smoking the i8. That's personally why I didn't get the fucking car. Back to the news. Elon Musk confused stargazers with spiraling lights in the night sky. Even scientists make mistakes. Investors should gorge on stocks if the market falls another 18% as the next bull market could send S&P. Really, I don't trust none of this new shit. Like, when I read this shit, the whole time in my head, I'm just thinking like, who is writing this that makes me want to buy this, making me want to buy the stock that they probably holding or they losing money on right now. At what point does somebody that works for Market Insider, that has Tesla stocks, they wake up in the morning like, damn, my stock ain't high enough. Why Tesla is the stock to buy 2022? Like, I don't be going for this shit. I don't be going for this shit. The world's biggest freshwater fish netted and released in Cambodia. Colorado teen found dead in Walgreens break room had complained about her coworker. I heard about this story. Y'all gotta let these girls work. Right? That shit sad as fuck. That shit is sad as fuck. Y'all got people that was there. People that witnessed her being harassed at the job and was like, damn, that dude a creep. Motherfucker killed her. Terrible. Y'all gotta do better. NASA satellite sees strange cloud drifting over Caspian. What makes it look more peculiar than most? Y'all doing news articles on fucking clouds? Clouds? That shit crazy, bro. At least 11 officers. And that's really the point of this live. The live is about stopping the fucking violence. This shit say at least 11 officers with 2 rifles and a ballistic shield were inside Robb Elementary School by 11:52, but didn't confront the gunman for another hour. Sound like pussy if I ever heard it. But that shit went all the way down 75%. I seen it myself. I did the math myself. And that shit is fucked up. Light activated photoimmunotherapy kills brain cancer, reduces relapse. That's dope. Real estate is the crisis risk to watch now. You know, it does not feel good looking at all these real estate fucking articles when I know I just bought a crib and I probably paid a lot. You know, I paid way more than the average home cost in America is. I'm tired of seeing this shit. Real estate market need to just go ahead and crash. Fast food employee arrested after meth found in customer's order. The fucked up part about meth, you can damn near see when motherfuckers is using it. Like, you can damn near look at their face and tell when they using it. I wouldn't want to do no drug that you can just tell. You know what I mean? Like, shit not a good look, homie. The most common signs of low testosterone, from low sex drive to difficult building muscle. But to get some testosterone pills, guys. Social stress has been linked to accelerated immune aging. That's why I got forehead wrinkles and shit. Niggas is hating hard. Salt Factory say rising interest rates will reduce the amount of people can borrow. Housing prices are about to drop. They need to go ahead and fucking drop, man. I'm tired of reading about it. Internal Amazon email shows huge operation shakeup, including the departure of top black executives. It's fucked up, man. My guy right here said, Eduardo Ruiz, are you investing money? I would assume you asking me, am I investing money in Bitcoin? And the answer to that question is not currently. I spend all my money on assets. I need to work for Zillow. You see this shit? A year's worth of Zillow and Redfin salary data shows their recent hires made as much as 300 bands. Damn. Terrible. Japan court says the ban on same-sex marriage is constitutional. Revlon out of business. The fighting in Ukraine shows the vulnerability of one of modern military's most important weapons. It always start getting mid at the end of the list and shit. I don't know about y'all, but I do not have dreams about teeth falling out. Thankfully. Y'all seen this shit? Washington, D.C. rapper No Savage wanted by police after a shooting at the mall. Put the guns down. Please. I beg of you. Please put the guns down. This shit getting out of fucking control. This shit is out of fucking control. They probably got the video.
We're learning more tonight about the suspect in Saturday's shooting at Tyson's Corner Center. Fairfax County police say Noah Settles is a D.C.-based rapper who uses the stage name No Savage. Police say this 22-year-old man is armed and dangerous, but fans on social media tonight have been posting in disbelief and shock that Settles is a suspect in that mall shooting. One Twitter user posted, "No Savage being the Tyson's shooter is really wild.
Come on, bro.
Been on something in the water. Moves, shakes my head." Meantime, today,
she knew what SITW mean. I didn't even know what the fuck that meant.
It was back to normal. I was shopping earlier, bought me a pair of shoes. Everything was normal. No one running, no one screaming, everything fine.
I seen a video. Basically, some ops pulled up on him trying to embarrass him and shit in front of people. And it's just like, people throwing their life away over this gun shit, dog. Like, it's crazy.
Multiple rounds inside the mall before fleeing in a black Cadillac with DC tags GK0174.
Not they broke the fucking tag numbers down on the live. I'm Xing this shit out. They didn't gave the man whole tag number on the news. Terrible. They need truck drivers, y'all. Hit them up. I ain't fucking with TikTok right now. They trying to teach people motherfucking voodoo, jujitsu, and shit. Honestly, I'm not even gonna speak on this shit. Elon Musk says he's been supporting Dogecoin in response to people who are not that wealthy asking him to do so. Bruh, if he spent 1% of his wealth on a published PR, I think he'd be doing pretty good for himself, because my man's need help, bruh. If you a PR, a publicist, you might want to get a job working for bruh. My man need help, bro. Come on, bro. Standing on one leg for 10 seconds could reveal your risk of death. Y'all believe that? I don't believe that. You caught up for now. We caught up for now, y'all. We gonna pop our shit on the live now. We caught up on all the news. Salt factories say Ukraine has been bombing their own people for 8 years. Cubicist says, have you had any distribution to your business because of the unstable economy? My distribution is the internet. Everything we sell, we send out from here. That's just how it is. The fuck is voodoo jiu-jitsu? I don't know, dog. I don't know. Biden says you ain't black. I could give a fuck what Biden thinks. Shit sitting at 20K. I personally think the Bitcoin bottom might have been 17K. That was kind of a price target I had, and I ain't even in Bitcoin anymore. My price target was definitely like 17.7K. However, if Bitcoin breaks the 17.7K mark again, as far as like the support, I'm gonna go out on a whim and say it's going all the way down to about 15. I think 15 is kind of where people gonna draw the line. 15 is where people gonna say enough is enough. I'm calling it. Y'all remember I said it. He said it was 250 each in 2012. That's a fact. I bought my first Bitcoin, I want to say like early 2012. That was when I got my first Bitcoin, and I bought the Bitcoin to do some shit I ain't had no business doing. Admittedly, right? I'm admitting it. I'm telling y'all. Nobody was buying Bitcoin for righteous reasons in 2012, and I was one of the people that was fortunate enough to purchase Bitcoin. I got it off Craigslist because I didn't know any fucking other way to get it. I called this lady. She was like, yeah, so I got to send you the Bitcoin, and then you can send me I think it was like $150. I had to send her like $150 on PayPal. Now the whole time I'm just like, well, lady, how the fuck I know I'm gonna get my Bitcoin, right? She said, oh, no, it's not like that. I just send it to your wallet, and then you got your Bitcoin. Bitch, what the fuck is a wallet? You know what I'm saying? Back then was the golden era for Bitcoin for sure, because people did not even know what was to come next. And to this day, I'm still slightly upset that I didn't have a single friend, not one, not even a half of a friend. Ain't nobody tapped me on the shoulder in 2012 and say, sir, you might want to buy you a few of them. You might want to buy you about 10, 20, 30, 40 of them things, because if you do and you just hodl, you are going to be a rich man. Ain't nobody tell me that shit. I had to get rich off daddy robes. Ain't that some shit? Marcus said sold robes in 2022 is 0 robes. What's crazy like about the narrative, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off of here, like I've been gone for a reason. Like I haven't been live on Facebook, but I've been fucking doing my thing in real life, right? So by the time I get back on the internet, the fucking trolls think, oh, this dude's back. He dead broke. We gonna roast him. He ain't selling no robe. Sir, if I wasn't selling the fuck out of these robes, I would not have a house. I'm just keeping it all the way buck. Keeping it all the way hot. I'm not making bread off of music. I'm not making bread off of fucking... I ain't even putting out music. I'm not making money off of cooking videos. I haven't put out a video in years. How the fuck am I more richer than I ever been, and I'm not doing shit? Because I'm selling these motherfuckers. And not only am I selling these motherfuckers, the motherfuckers is selling they damn self. So if you want to come see what shit's about, come see my store on Melrose, on West Hollywood. Come by, see me, check us out. That's where my store is at. I'm working on getting a location in Vegas right now and Miami. Shout out to the team on that move. We gonna make it happen. And Salt Factory said it was the FBI raid on ISIS Mansion stage. Not at all. Not at all, bruh. Now I'm gonna keep it hot. When they first kicked in the door at 5 in the morning, and me and Doe had to jump out of bed, and I seen M16s and helicopters and tanks and shit, I thought maybe, just maybe, this was an elaborate prank. I did. You know what I'm saying? I thought that. But once I seen the M16 was real, I seen they had 6 different bureaus of officers and shit. You know, that's kind of when I realized that it wasn't real. It wasn't a prank, basically, is what I'm saying. You know, yeah. So he really got raided by the FBI. But what I will give him credit for, and I got some clarity from speaking on the man that's in charge of the house. Y'all know who it is. I'm not gonna speak on his name, but y'all know who was in charge of the house and shit. I finally got to speak to him and get some clarity on that situation. And bro walked away from it with no charges. Nobody got charged. You know, they figured out that basically we wasn't doing nothing wrong. We wasn't doing nothing illegal enough to merit charges, and it's crazy. It's crazy, like, because as much money as they put into that shit, right? They paid over $500,000 to do that raid. There was secret agents from all the way across the whole other side of the country. And some of them were fans of mine, which was fucking dope. You know, we kicking shit. I'm in handcuffs, joking around and fucking having a good old conversation with them. They was cool, like. But I will say this much: there's a whole lot of money wasted, and it's all due to the trolls. It's all due to the people that don't have no life and just be fucking around, you know? The brand says, do you know what they were looking for? They was looking for electronics. You know, it's the same shit that was reported by what's his face? Drama Alert. Drama Alert reported on it. He said they was looking for electronics. That's what they was looking for. And that was that. You know, I wish it went down a different way. I think the house would have worked out. I think they would have had to weed out a whole lot of bullshit, because they was kind of just, the house was kind of overrun by homeless people. Like, the good thing about the situation with me and Doe being there is I had my own mansion to go back to. So when the shit got raided and all that, you know, I kind of felt bad, but at the same time I was like, shit, I gotta get back to my fucking mansion. You know, I gotta get back to doing what I do. OG Philly says, is that a Sachi robe? No, it is not a Sachi robe. It is a motherfucking daddy robe. Somebody on here said fake chain. Unfortunately, whoever said that don't know what a real chain look like. Well, goddamn. Goddamn, hold on. Let me move the hair out the way. Let me move the motherfucking hair out the way. Goddamn. Whew. That's a lot of motherfucking money. And there's a damn thing the haters can do about it. So I'm going to keep selling these robes. I'm going to keep doing my thing. I'm going to keep speaking the truth. They said that diamond tester brand does positive on crystals. Well, actually, sir, it doesn't. And how I can prove it is I actually have a bracelet with crystals on right now. If you pay attention to the bracelet I have on this hand right here, this is actually not diamonds. This is aquamarines. They're not trying to be diamonds. They have a blue hue, a blue tint to them. If you put the same tester to the aquamarine, sir, let me make sure I ain't missing it. If you put the tester to the aquamarines, it's not going off. I got the tester on the aquamarine. Hold on, let me try another one. What are other aquamarines at? If you put it on the aquamarine, it's not going off. It stops at yellow. Now, one of these charms, this charm right here got diamonds on it. So since this one has diamonds on it, it's gonna go off. But if I put the same tester with the same settings on this blue aquamarine stone, it's not gonna go off. So try again. You gotta talk to somebody that actually don't know about jewelry. You gotta talk to somebody that actually doesn't own over 50,000 in jewelry. You know, I'm living proof. I'm gonna go ahead and put my shit back in the box, homie. You're gonna have to find somebody else to troll, bro. You're gonna lose every time fucking with Harvey, bro. You're gonna lose every time fucking with Harvey. Mr. Zulu says, what do you think about the CX coin scam? I think everybody that got scammed by that shit deserved to get scammed because y'all knew who y'all was fucking with to begin with. That's how I feel about it. You know, that might not be how y'all feel about it because y'all lost money. But y'all knew who the fuck y'all was dealing with. I gotta fix the art file for this. Y'all see this little box on the outside? I gotta fix that shit. A lot of people don't know I do my own art, my own graphics. I literally design this site myself. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at this shit, I notice little shit like, oh damn, I got a little box around this art file. I'm gonna pull this shit up later tonight and fix it. I work hard. I do a lot more than people know. You know what I mean? Angel said, where did you get that bracelet? I made it. I literally, me and my jeweler got together. We made it. Marcus said it went off on a crystal. No, the fuck it didn't, bro. You literally saw the shit. You literally saw the shit. It did not beep on the fucking crystal, you idiot. Life's Maverick says, what's the biggest robe you got? So we actually sold the robes up to 3X. That's our standard size. In this particular robe, the 3X is sold out. But you can always email us, DM me, wherever you see fit. We do customs, you know. I made robes for as big as 6X. I'm actually working on a robe for Shaq right now. And Dibley asks, you have a Cuban link? No. Can I sell you my soul for a robe? No. Just go to the bank. Life's Maverick says, I'm still holding CX coin. What is CX coin even worth right now? That's the question. How many CX coin do I need to buy I8 BMW? Ugh. Looking pretty good if you bought that hoe yesterday. Whoever running this Ponzi scheme just put a fuck ton of money in recently is basically what it's looking like happening. $14,000 of volume pushed it up that much. You know a scammer when you dealing with one. That chart makes no sense. And y'all know it don't make no sense, but more power to the boy. More power to the goblin. Matt says, I respect your wet hustle. I appreciate that. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. He got a daddy robe too. I'm still trying to get a fucking pic of it. Matter of fact, I'm about to call the driver, man. Like the thirsty daddy robe salesman I am, I'm about to try to call his driver and see if I can get a fucking pic. Cause the one I got I ain't really like it. I ain't even want to post that shit. I didn't like it. I don't feel like it represented the brand very well.
Hello.
Hey, this Harvey with Daddy Robes.
With who?
With Daddy Robes on Melrose.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? I was reaching back out to you because I had this robe for you. I didn't know if you was still coming back by. And is it too late to get that picture still?
Well, I'm in New York right now. I don't come back out there and not with them for about another 45 days.
It's all good. The robe will still be here for you when you get here, brother.
Well, Well, I appreciate it, brother. And then I get back with them. I think I get back with them around the 5th of August.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
For sure.
Thanks, brother.
Sound good. You have a good rest of your day. Snoop Dogg in the Daddy Robe photo shoot coming motherfucking August 5th. We gonna check back in. One of y'all remind me. You see, this is part of running a business. You gotta always be on your P's and Q's. You always gotta be ready to make the next move to push your business forward. You can't stop. You can't settle. You always gotta be ready for that next move. Bobo Bowie says, is Harvey's parents rich? No. I don't even have parents, honestly. But when I did have parents, they was definitely not rich. I got more money than both my parents right now. Yo, Harvey, was it true you got scammed by Rihanna's father? I wouldn't say he scammed me. I would say it was more of just an elaborate misunderstanding. Marcus said he ain't buying that robe. Sir, the robe's already been purchased. Like, I'm talking about when I called bro on the phone, I'm saying I still got the robe for you. He got to pick it up. Snoop done already picked his fucking robe up, but the driver didn't get his. So, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers, if you was getting paid for as much hating as you doing, you would have something right now. You need to worry about how to get fucking paid for this hating ass shit. Eduardo says, thoughts on rehab. I wish it was more accessible. I wish some of the people that I lost the drugs actually had rehab and their families didn't try to do the rehab themselves and shit. I ain't gonna name drop, but you know, some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. It says Snoop is busy. He busy as hell. But they gonna be back in LA then, so we with it. Matt says failure is not an option. You gotta fail a lot. Failing is a way you make it to the top. Alyssa says you giving him a robe for a pick. No, motherfucker, he already got the robe. I just wanted a good pick, like high quality that we could put up here, right? Like when you look at the fucking website, everything is quality. You look at this shit, it's all professionally taken pictures. You don't got no cell phone pictures with the shit. I need professionally taken pictures to put the shit up on my website. I didn't want to just drop a huge thing like that with Snoop Dogg. Like, this shit right here is at fucking Sunday service. Professional lighting, all of that goes into play. I ain't just trying to get a picture of bruh standing in the bus. Ideally, that's not how I'm gonna wanna debut my shit. I want to do it the right way. And sometimes you're gonna have to wait to do shit the right way. You know, sometimes do the shit the right way, you're gonna have to wait. It's gonna take patience. You did. But on another note, you know what I mean, my bitch just cooked for me. She made me some good African food. I'm gonna go ahead and get to that. I got some shit I'm dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna drop on the world as soon as I get it fully out the package. I gotta go open it. I got so much mail I ain't open. But when I get around to opening my mail, I'm gonna drop a bomb on the world. Shout out to Mommy Rose. Shout out to Daddy Rose. And Angel said, when did he curse at you? I didn't. But the thing is, motherfuckers just be mad. To them, when I say motherfuckers in general, they take the shit personal. It's all good. I'm supposed to sit here, let y'all talk all this shit about me. But I ain't supposed to say nothing back though. I'm supposed to be a bitch. Until next time, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching.